Hi everyone, it is time to issue a group challenge to everyone for the remainder of March. Now, I often have people coming to me telling me, all right, I am ready to sponsor. What do I do? How do I grow my team? How do I invite people to join? Well, that's all it is you simply invite people to listen to the opportunity. So our goal, our challenge that we're going to issue for this month is all about sharing the opportunity. The only thing that we can control is how many times we talk about joining our team or how many times we share the opportunity with other people. We can't control if people are going to sign up with us. So our challenge is based not on getting people to join our team, but is based on how many conversations we can have and really effective conversations on people joining our team. So what I like to do is I like to be prepared, and I like to have these little join packets put together. Now this is simply just what I put in mine. You don't need to have this much information put in yours. But the reason I like to have information put together, these little packets, so that when the opportunity arises, when people ask me about joining my team, or when we're at parties and people think, you know, I might be kind of interested in this, I can simply just grab these little packets, I can hand it to them and say, inside here is answers to many of the most common questions. You know, I'm going to let you read it for a day or two, and then I'm going to follow up with you. And I want you to write down any questions that you have that are not answered in here. I want you to write them down so that when we call, we can talk about them first. And that's what I like to just hand out to people. So what I do, I'll just simply share briefly what I have in mind. I kind of make up two packets. The first one is if someone is completely new to the Scentsy family, that they don't know all of the brands that we offer. I have this simple sheet that just kind of, it briefly talks about the 3 brands so that they can look at it and then they can come back to me and say, you know what, I'm really interested in this Volata. Can you tell me more about this? So it's just a brief overview. But if I have somebody who comes to me and they are definitely decided on Grace Adele, or they're definitely decided on Scentsy fragrance, I have packets put together that's just strictly that information. So I have the frequently asked questions. Now this is something that every consultant who has a website has access to. You just simply go to your website, click on that join button, and then you're going to see a tab that says frequently asked questions. Click on that. I just copy and paste it. I put it into Word, and then I change wherever it says, you know, contact a Scentsy consultant. I change that. I put contact me, and here's my phone number, and then I put my website so that they can go directly to my website and sign up if they're, you know, ready to. At the very end of it, again, I just put my contact information along with my email address on there. One other thing I like to do is I like to print out exactly what they're going to be getting in the starter kit. So this here is for my Scentsy fragrance join packets. I put down a picture of what's in the Scentsy starter kit, and then I break it down with individual little pictures so they can look at this sheet and say, oh my goodness, I'm going to get all of this stuff for, you know, that little amount to sign up. So that's my little reasoning that I like to put this all together so that people can look and be like, oh my gosh, that's a whole lot of stuff that I'm going to be getting. Another thing that I think is a must is definitely you know, a Scentsy catalog. You would want to put in a Volata or Grace Adele so they can really become familiar with the products and, you know, really be wowed with it. I like to add in, I think this is a must, is the host and join brochure for whatever brand that you are selling or that they are interested in. You can buy these at the Scentsy Family Store. They're really inexpensive, but it really breaks down and talks about you know, just what's in the kit, what you're going to do as a consultant. So if anything, I would make sure I would buy this and a catalog, and definitely print out your story. You should already have your story printed or put on your website of why you're a Scentsy consultant, what you love about it, you know, your goals with Scentsy. I simply just make this into a little trifold for them. So it just talks about me, my information. Again, front page, it talks about joining, what you get, you know, just a little brief overview of everything. I talk about the opportunity, I talk about the expansions, all the different markets that we're in, and then I talk about all of the places that I've been able to travel because of Scentsy. Now, if you haven't earned any trips with Scentsy or you haven't even been to a convention yet, you can write down what you hope to earn, where you hope to travel with Scentsy. And then on the back, it's simply just my story. And this is the story that I have on my website that I just simply print out here. So it's just a little something fun, but you want to let people know why you love the brand that you do. Another thing that I like to do, again, if somebody is just new being introduced to the Scentsy family, I will put in the Scentsy family DVD so that they can look and explore all 3 brands and see which brand they're most excited about. But if they have decided, you know, Scentsy fragrance is for me, I will put in the Discover Scentsy DVD for them. I like to add in the flyer of the month, as well as a scent circle and my business card to go in it. So it's all just neatly put together so that I can just hand it out. At parties, I will take at least 3 of these packets. I always have a packet in my car. So when somebody comes to me, I'm just prepared, because the worst thing is I don't ever want to turn around and say like, oh, I'll get back to you later on that one. I want to have them with a packet in their hand while they're excited about it, so they can go home and they can learn more about it, and then I can follow up with them in a day or 2. Now, our challenge is, if you don't have anything put together, if you don't have little join packets, I want you to put 10 packets together. And again, they don't have to have as much information as mine. They can simply just be a catalog as well with your story, but have it something neat and tidy, something simple and easy for them to take with them. And then the most important part is having the conversation. And having a good conversations means that you're listening. You're listening to what they need, why Scentsy would be a benefit to them. If somebody's saying, oh, I need some extra income, or else they're just saying, oh, I would like to get out of the house, you are finding out their interest and you're sharing with them how Scentsy can fulfill that for them. So what I want you to do is I want you to get a piece of paper or a notebook that you're going to start writing down when you're having these conversations. You're going to write down the person who you are talking with. You're going to write down the date. You're going to write down the interest, why they're interested in the Scentsy family opportunity. Is it because they are interested in money? Are they interested in the travel? Are they interested in, you know, the products? Do they think it's fun? Then you're going to write down any concerns that they shared with you. Did they have the concern of, well, I don't have the money right now, or I don't have the time, or I don't know how to do a business, I don't know how to host a party, or I'm too shy. I want you to address all of their concerns so that when you give them the packet and you tell them that you're going to follow up with them in a day or 2, that you're going to address those needs that they talked about first in your conversation. And you're going to do this with 10 different people throughout the month, and you're going to be finding these conversations very easy if you're doing home parties, if you're doing basket parties, and you can be talking to the hostess of the basket parties and just kind of ask about the customers and ask, you know, did anybody ever mentioned anything about joining Scentsy, or did they have any questions about Scentsy? You can just kind of follow up a little bit more. Now, the beautiful thing is, if you will do this consistently, if every single month, if you have 10 good conversations with 10 different people, you're going to be having 120 different conversations over the course of a year of people joining your team. Now, let's just say 1/10 of those people actually join your team. That's 12 new consultants joining your team. That's huge. That's a great, that's going to be fantastic for you. So the challenge that we have for our group for this month is to get in those 10 conversations. And you're going to be able to find that the more you have these conversations, the easier it's going to be to bring it up with other people. And you're going to be able to pick up on the clues that people are giving you, that they want to learn a little bit more. So I want you to set the goal to have those 10 good conversations. Now, I'm actually going to let you kind of backtrack. If you've had some conversations already this month, starting in March, I'm going to let you count those. So just go ahead and write those down, who you talked to, what you talked about, and you're going to always be writing down the follow-up dates, when you followed up with them, what was it that you talked about as well. Now, at the end of March, if you've had those 10 effective conversations and you've given out your 10 packets, I want you to email me and let me know that you've accomplished this, and you'll receive a fun little prize from me. So I wish you the very best with this challenge. Good luck. Bye.